Hello, everyone. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever in the world you are. I wish we would all be in Valencia for ISCA this year, but for now, the virtual background behind me will have to do. I am very honored to receive the TCCA Young Computer Architect Award this year, and I wanted to take a couple of minutes to thank the people that have made this possible. First of all, many thanks to the TCCA, and especially to the award selection committee, Per Stenstrom, Martha Kim, and Tom Wenish for selecting me for this award. Second, I am forever grateful to my PhD advisor, Christos Kozirakis, not only for nominating me for this award, but most of all for his support, his guidance, and his enthusiasm through the years, both during my PhD and afterwards, without whom this work would not have been possible. Christos has an amazing ability to ask the right questions, get to the bottom line of a new idea, and ensure that research has real-world impact. It is a way of thinking that I have learned a lot from, and I try to apply to my own work. He's also put up with me continuously trying to sneak in math in computer architecture problems to his eternal dismay. Many thanks also go to Riccardo Bianchini and Partha Ranganathan for taking the time out of their very busy schedules to write recommendation letters for me, not only for this award, but also the several other times that I've asked them to provide recommendation letters in the past. Needless to say, none of my work at Cornell would have been possible without the hard work of my students over the past 3.5 years. I have been very lucky to have worked and continue to work with many talented and passionate students who do not shy away from the challenges of working with real large-scale systems, supporting open source projects, and surviving the Ithaca winter. Many thanks to Yugan, Yanqi Zhang, Suang Chen, Niraj Kulkarni, Mingyu Yang, Nikita Lazarev, Zhuang Zhu, Shannon Joyner, and all the masters, MEng, and undergraduate students I have been fortunate enough to collaborate with for all their hard work, and for putting up with me pushing them to evaluate their systems on even more EC2 instances the day before the deadline. I'm also very grateful for all the students that I have had a chance to teach over my time at Cornell and Stanford for their enthusiasm, their critical thinking, and their unmatched ability to build an entire pipeline processor 2 days before the end of the semester. During my time at Cornell, I have also been fortunate to have the support of great colleagues, especially in the computer systems lab, but also the entire EC and CS departments as a whole. Jose Martinez, Dave Albonisi, Chris Batten, Ed Su, Jiru Zhang, Christoph Studer, Hakim Weatherspoon, Kirsten Peterson, and Adrian Samson have always been there to answer questions, provide guidance and support, and also provide the odd feedback on a grant proposal a couple of hours before submission. I am very grateful for their support, their sense of community, and their enthusiasm on all things related to computer architecture and computer systems. I also want to thank all of our industry collaborators at Google, Facebook, Microsoft, and Twitter for embracing this work and improving upon it. It is always very rewarding to see academic projects having real impact in production systems, and I'm very happy that our more recent work on microservices has also evolved into a widely used project on GitHub, and I'm very excited about the many ways in which people incorporate this work into their own research. I also wanted to take a minute to acknowledge that it is very rewarding to see an area of computer architecture and computer systems like cloud computing recognized, not only through this award, but especially through the increasing amount of research and increasing number of publications from the entire community over the past few years. Leveraging data-driven machine learning-based approaches in systems has not always been part of the architecture and systems community, and so I'm very glad to see it increasingly finding its way in our conferences as systems become more complex and machine learning techniques continue to improve. I'm also very happy to see research in this area from many groups, not just my own, and I'm looking forward to seeing all the great results that come out of this work over the next few years. I also want to acknowledge that none of this work would have been possible without the people and organizations that financially support it. So I'm very grateful to NSF, DARPA, Google, Facebook, Microsoft, the Sloan Research Foundation, VMware, Intel, and Amazon for their generous contributions which make this work possible. And finally, on a personal note, I wanted to thank a few people in my life for their unconditional love and support over the past many years. A big thank you to Daniel for his support and patience over the past several years, to my nieces and my nephews in Greece and in Sweden for always being a constant source of joy, distraction, and distraction, and to my entire family back in Greece for their love and support. I would not have gone very far without it, and I'm very grateful for it. Thank you all again for this honor, and I hope we can all get to see each other in person in ISCA 2021.